Gold continues to hold on to gains, up 22% so far this year. But with more analysts and bank forecasts turning bullish, is the scale getting ready to tip the other way? Joining us now in studio is Chris Versace of Tematica Research. Chris, good to see you again. Good to have you in studio.
Oh, great to be here. Good to see you too.
So a slew of banks have been turning bullish on gold. In fact, UBS this week calling now for $1,400 gold. But Wells Fargo made a lot of headlines this week with their very bearish call. One of their heads calling for gold to drop $300. So how do you see it?
Well, I think we've got to step back and understand the current environment that's out there. You know, normally people tend to go into gold when we see a recession, inflation, but think of everything that's happened in the last several weeks, okay? We've seen a slowing economy, so the vector and velocity is not the way we want to go it. Then we had this little thing, oh, the Brexit, and now we're dealing with this whole other issue with the Italian banks. Right? So we have our stress test coming up. We know that there's a lot of non-performing loans there, a lot of uncertainty. And I think what we're seeing is people are flocking to safe havens. You know, we've seen this with utility stocks. We're seeing it obviously with gold. And I don't see any reason that this uncertainty is going to abate anytime soon. So I wouldn't be surprised if gold, you know, worst case, I think it might go sideways. More likely, I think it's going to continue to climb higher.
All right, so you're bullish gold. So you see sideways trading higher for the rest of the year?
Yeah, I think so. And you know, one of the things that we did in one of the portfolios that I manage at the Street, Trifecta, is a couple weeks back, we noticed the pickup in gold prices, and we said, okay, how can we play this in the portfolio? And we added shares of Rand Gold, which is of course going to which is going to benefit as gold prices climb higher. And to add to your point, we're seeing earnings expectations really start to clock higher. So I think there's a nice self-perpetuating philosophy for companies like Rand.
Any other gold stocks you're liking right now?
No, I mean that Rand Gold was really the one that we liked.
Okay. On to silver, hitting a 2-year high earlier this week. What are your thoughts on this metal?
Well, I think it's a little more flow through, right? You know, where people are looking for, you know, in an uncertain environment, what can we latch onto, as we tend to see? That tends to be the precious metals. So not surprising that we're seeing that. It's not one that we've played either in Tematica with our scarce resource theme or in some of the street portfolios that I work on, but it's something we'll probably be looking at.
Okay, so you're liking gold, neutral on silver. Anything else you're eyeing?
Not neutral on silver. Just got to do my homework.
Got to do your homework. Anything else you're liking?
You know, the one that we're kind of watching on the radar screen is not only tantalum but palladium. You know, and if we look at these types of metals, you know, they're really in these what we call these connected society devices, smartphones and the like. We're also seeing them crop up in cars and other things. So as we start to see the numbers of these grow, 3 billion smartphones going to 6 billion, for example, we're going to continue to see demand on that. Long term, you know, near term, that's one of the ones we have to look at as well.
So I want to watch palladium.
Tantalum, yeah.
Go ahead. Palladium.
Yes, and tantalum.
Okay, all right.
Sorry.
And just going back to gold for a second here, it's up, you know, in almost all currencies here. So do you see gold as the ultimate currency, as some would suggest?
You know, to me, that's always been the dollar, but it's not, again, just given the uncertainty, I wouldn't be surprised if we hear people talking about, let's go back to the gold standard and some other things.
Well, Greenspan bringing that up this week.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see that that drum get hit again, bang that drum as it were. But I think ultimately, for investors, you know, you're going to want to look at ways that you can participate in gold, whether it's with Rand Gold or some other ETFs.
Chris Versace, thanks so much for stopping by.
Happy to do it.
And thanks for watching this edition of Kitco's Gold Report. We have Peter Hugg up next.